The armies of Moab, Ammon, and Mount Seir, 3 nations, united marched toward Jerusalem. Their soldiers filled the valleys like a flood of steel and fire. Judah had no chance. Outnumbered, surrounded, helpless. But King Jehoshaphat did something no general would ever do. He didn't sharpen swords. He didn't call for stronger shields. Instead, he called his people to worship. And what happened next became one of the most astonishing victories in the Bible. 2 Chronicles 22:1-4 word came to Jehoshaphat. A vast army is coming against you from Edom. Fear gripped the people. Judah was small. Their army was weak. Defeat seemed certain. But Jehoshaphat didn't run. He called all Judah men, women, and children. Fast and seek the Lord. Lord, the God of our ancestors, are you not the God who is in heaven? Power and might are in your hand, and no one can withstand you. We do not know what to do, but our eyes are on you. The people stood silent, waiting for an answer. 2 Chronicles 20:14-17. Suddenly, the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jahaziel, a Levite, who cried out, "Do not be afraid or discouraged because of this vast army, for the battle is not yours, but God's. Tomorrow, march down against them. You will not have to fight this battle. Stand firm and see the deliverance the Lord will give you." Hope surged through the crowd. The impossible now seemed possible not because of their strength, but because God himself would fight for them. 2 Chronicles 20:22. The next morning, the army of Judah prepared, but Jehoshaphat made a shocking decision. He appointed singers to march in front of the soldiers. No weapons, no shields, just voices lifted in worship. Give thanks to the Lord, for his love endures forever. Picture the scene. Enemy armies armed to the teeth, waiting for battle. And across the valley, instead of war cries, they hear the sound of singing. As the praises rose, heaven moved. Confusion swept through the enemy ranks. The Moabites and Ammonites turned against the men of Mount Seir. Then they turned on each other. By the time Judah arrived, the battlefield was silent except for the wind. Not one enemy soldier remained alive. 2 Chronicles 20:24-30. When the people of Judah looked down, all they saw were fallen armies. God had delivered them without a single sword raised. It took 3 days for Israel to collect the plunder, so much food, clothing, weapons, and treasures that they could hardly carry it. On the 4th day, they gathered in the valley of Berakah, the valley of praise, lifting their voices again in thanksgiving. And the fear of the Lord fell on every surrounding nation. None dared attack Judah again, for they knew their God fought for them. The battle belongs to the Lord, not us. 2 Chronicles 20:15. Worship is warfare. Praise invites God's power into impossible situations. When we fix our eyes on God and not our enemies, fear loses its hold. Victory comes not by might, not by power, but by the Spirit of God. This was no ordinary battle. It was a reminder to every generation, when life surrounds us with enemies, storms, and fear, sometimes God doesn't ask us to fight harder. Sometimes he asks us to sing louder, because the war is his, and in his presence, victory is certain.